Right now, a blizzard is now bearing down on Chicago. Chicago is currently under a blizzard warning because of Winter Storm Bruce. Yes. Chicago is currently under a blizzard warning right now. And an absolute, just a thumping of snow is going to be expected for Chicago. Chicago is still getting rain with Joliet right now. Starting to get a mix of rain and snow. So right now, Chicago is still getting rain, but the rain-snow line is very, very close to taking over Chicago. In fact, the past few hours, just the past hour or so, the rain-snow line to Chicago has been just collapsing southwards very quickly. In fact, downtown Chicago is now getting a mix of rain and snow. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just going to show you this right here. I don't know if you can see that. That's a collapsing rain-snow line right now. And now I'm going to be showing you Wrigley Field in Chicago. By the looks of it, it's still raining in Chicago, but this is going to be short-lived as Chicago is under a blizzard warning right now. Yes, Chicago is currently under a blizzard warning for the potential of at least a foot of snow. So also a lakeshore flood warning because of flooding from the onshore flow from Lake Michigan. So there's a good chance of thunder snow in Chicago. The weather channels there. I believe that Jim Cantore might be in Chicago right now. This is an extreme event for Chicago. This might be the biggest snowstorm in the past few years for Chicago. This is going to be a very, very significant snow event. This is wind gusting as high as 45 miles per hour will cause whiteout conditions of blowing snow. Significant drifting of the snow is likely. Total snow accumulations of 7 to 11 inches, localized amounts of 13 inches are expected. Honestly, I would not be surprised if parts of Chicago gets up to 15 inches of snow, especially just west of the city. Until 9 a.m., conditions ramping up between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. this evening, which is basically right now, first across the northwest areas, which is exactly what's happening because Chicago itself is getting snow right now. It's getting rain mixed with snow. Snowfall rates in excess of 2 inches per hour are possible. The snow is expected to be very heavy and will be difficult to shovel because it's going to be heavy and wet. The strong winds and heavy snow may cause falling tree limbs and possible power outages. Yeah, because it's still pretty early in the season. It's not even winter. We still have at least almost a month left until the first day of winter. Also, there's going to be a very intense cold blast coming in at the end of the towards middle of December. Well, beginning part of December, actually. Here it comes. Here's that cold blast that's coming in. And there is a chance that this could be a significant snowstorm, possibly. So we might have a significant snowstorm in the first week of December. It's going to be another one as well, as you can see. In fact, the European Center for Mid-Range Weather Forecasts So looking. So as you can see, here comes a snowstorm for Chicago, right here. Extremely heavy amounts of snow, possible amounts of 8 to 14 inches, locally higher amounts possible, especially north and west of the city, or possibly just west of the city. Also, for the next 10 days, there won't be a lot of snow for the East Coast, but there's going to be a pretty significant storm that will come into the Northwest on Tuesday. And after that, there'll be another storm that will come into California, which will lower snow levels. And it will just continue. And there'll be some, and then it looks like by the middle of next week, there should be a drying trend in California. By the middle, by next weekend, there should be a drying trend in California, but there'll be some pretty strong cold entrenched across most of the country. And from the looks of it, Chicago's going to get really bad right now. Yep. Oh, now it's starting to snow. Look. Now you can see the flakes of snow starting to come down. Now there's rain mixed with snow in Chicago. Remember that bright banding I was telling you about? Oh, remember the bright banding I was showing on the radar earlier? Here's what I want to show you. Wrigley Field is just south of downtown Chicago. And by the looks of it, the reason it's snowing in Chicago right now, or it's starting to, even though it's mostly rain at the moment, the reason it's starting now to snow in Chicago is because of this bright banding feature that's coming in right now. Because here's where Wrigley Field is. West Addison Street. So Wrigley Field, where it's starting to snow now, is located just south of downtown, actually just north of downtown Chicago. I'm sorry, it's actually north of Chicago, not south. Which means that it's actually located in this area right here. From the looks of it, okay, this is Interstate 90, and it's just before it curves west. So Wrigley Field is located in Lakeview, Illinois, which will be right in this area. So you see this heavy band of snow that just came through? That is why it's starting to mix now. You can hear the wind on the webcam. So it's really starting to come in now. The wind's starting to come in. You could even see the sign that's shaking over there. It's getting pretty bad out right there right now. It's mostly rain because I could see the splashing on the roads. It's still rain mostly, but it's starting to mix now with some snow. In fact, this is now going to be taking a look at the Chicago skyline. Now, this is going to be very interesting. Definitely looks like a rainstorm right now. Let's look at another video. It does not look like a snowstorm at the moment. It actually still looks like mostly a rain event. And it still looks like it's raining. You can see splashes on the roads, on the puddles. Still raining, but it's definitely going to be snowing. This is going to be a major snow event. Hey, it looks, there are some wet snowflakes that are mixing in right there. You could actually, if you look really closely, you can tell right there. Here, look at that car. Looks like a little Nissan Yeah, you know, Nissan there. Looks like it's rain mixed with wet snow right now in Chicago. By the time it gets tomorrow morning, all this is going to be white. There's going to be tons of snow on the roads. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty big storm. Oh, it just froze. All right, ads. All this area is all heavy snow right now. I think the heaviest snow will be around the just west of downtown Chicago. Should be around the Naperville, Joliet area, Aurora area. This area should be getting the jackpot amount of snow. This is where the heaviest snow should fall. Lighter amounts towards the south because of rain mixing with some heavy amounts to the northwest. But the heaviest should be across this area because this is where some of the heaviest bands will set up. You'll also have lake enhanced snow coming in off the lake. There's even a lakeshore flood advisory that's in effect. This is going to be a very significant storm. In fact, in Joliet right now, it should be starting to mix now with some snow. Because even though it's not snowing on the radar, the temperature's all the way down to 35 degrees now. In fact, I'm going to be checking my radar right now. And from the looks of it, Chicago is actually in a band of subsidence right now. But I'm going to see. There's some subsidence over Chicago right now. See, there's a subsidence. And as I'm moving into Chicago, or moving out of Chicago, some of that very heavy snow is now over Joliet, which is reporting right now sleet. Yep, ice pellets and sleet. But as that moves into some of the cold air aloft, it's going to transition to some very heavy snow. Snowfall rates of 2 to 3 inches an hour cannot be ruled out as that moves in. Well, I'm expecting snowfall in Chicago as high as 8 to 12 inches. Some of the best models to look at is the RAP. It's the rapid refresh model. This is when the lake enhanced should end. The moment the winds turn out of the north is when the lake enhancement should end. So I suspect that Chicago should get anywhere between 8 and 12 inches of snow, some locally higher amounts, especially because of lake enhanced snow. Total precipitation accumulation should range in the 1 inch to 1.5 inches of liquid equivalent, which is this is what it's showing. Right up to about 1.6. The snowfall water ratio should be about less than 7 inches, less than 1 to 10 because it's gonna be a little bit warm. But it should be right about a 10 to 1. But if you look at the Cohera method, which is actually very accurate in portraying snowfall, you can be having a lot of that cold air dynamic cooling, which should actually potentially increase the snowfall to water ratio. Because if you look at the Cohera method, because this is showing temperatures well below freezing, temperatures in the 20s. Total Cohera method, this is going to show some very extreme snowfall rates. I would not be surprised up to 16 to 18 inches. If you're basing it on that. I'm not surprised. 10 inches? With temperatures that cold? That's a little surprising. Anyway, heavy snow for Joliet is I think it's already beginning. And it's still coming down as a mix though. Still snowing though. Starting to. Well, no umbrella. That's really unfortunate. So it looks like it's raining out, even though it's snowing mixed with rain right now. Looks like they have a red light. So Chicago right now is definitely getting a pretty significant snowstorm, or starting to, as that's coming in. Well, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye. My forecast for Chicago is 8 to 12 inches of snow, and I still predict a very snowy winter for the East Coast. Winter Storm Bruce is currently bearing down in Chicago. I'll make another video in a couple hours. Thank you for watching. Bye.